Hello, welcome to Bipolar Living with Michael Armstrong, episode 15. When I last was with you, I went over the story of my first psychotic break at age 20, how I lost a year of university. I got back on my feet, went back to the University of Toronto, finished my Bachelor of Arts degree. I was well. I did a very good law school aptitude exam with a 90 percentile. I was accepted at the University of Toronto Law School easily. After 2 years, I was involved with exploring the gay male subculture of the time. And at one point, I chose moving to a commune over staying with my law studies and dropped out after 2 years of law. Realized almost immediately a horrible mistake it was. I went back to law school, and we're now in November of 1976, when a fateful evening, a fateful meeting was about to take place that would completely turn my life upside down. During all this time, I had not been on any medication. I don't recall taking much when I was first ill in any case. I certainly was without it for those 6 years leading up to November of 76. I was studying for law exams. I decided on a Thursday night, November 26, 1976, the day will always be with me, to go out to a bar called The Quest in downtown Toronto, which I did. I walked in, saw a beautiful looking young man at the bar, blonde, blue-eyed. He looked a bit like Robert Redford to me, and I was totally intrigued. He said later that he saw me when I came in, was also interested, but never acted in any way that he was. So it took an hour before I actually was able to stand beside him, order a drink, and start talking. We danced. He took me home. The chemistry was incredible. And the next morning when I left him, I was in a shocked state, but in a good sense. However, that turned into something less than ideal. I heard nothing from him that Friday evening. I went out dancing, felt absolutely miserable at the prospect of once again having had an amazing one-night stand experience, only to find nothing of substance remaining after it. He wouldn't call me until the Sunday afternoon. It turned out he was having a birthday party, and he was busy with a boyfriend that he had at the time I knew nothing of, but he asked me to go swimming at Hart House, which was a male sports facility at University of Toronto. I certainly said yes. At the time, I thought that Hart House was still an all-male place, thus you didn't have to wear a bathing suit in the swimming pool even. It was that kind of liberated, or whatever you want to call it. So I didn't take my bathing suit. Landed over at the club, or the place, met Rube. His name was Rube. And he had a hilarious kind of time because I realized that there was a problem, me not having a bathing suit. So he went and got his boyfriend's bathing suit from the locker and had me wear that. The problem was he was not a very big man, his boyfriend, and I was not a very small man, so it was a bit of a display. But we ended up back at his place for another chemistry meeting, I guess you'd call it, of ourselves physically and all of that. I will continue the story. It gets complicated and a bit, I suppose, fun looking back. It wasn't much fun at the time, but it was the beginning of me moving towards an absolute explosion of psychosis and mania due to the pressures, once again, of trying to make relationships work in my life. So I will leave you with that. God bless you and keep you. Until next time.